What's going on, shipmates? We are back at it again, setting sail. You know the drill. We are here in Echo. Another week, another update, another new unit to talk about. So, last week wasn't much going on, short video. But this week we do have a couple new things going on. So, I'm gonna kind of jump into it here in a little bit. Go over some of the new stuff, some of the new patrols, the new unit, of course, review her. We'll go over the other featured units that are doing reruns, and then there's actually going to be a new UR Elamano featured right now. So maybe we might be able to get both units. I'm going to take a look and see who this new unit is and who her links are, stuff like that. I do know she's a defensive buff, so we'll take a look, see what kind of unit she is, and here we go. So first and foremost, we're gonna go over the new patrols that are going on. So Nebulous Nightmare is still going on from last week. We got 5 more days. I have kind of covered it a little bit in previous videos. Pretty much what you do, you go down a trail, you pick between 2 teams to attack. If you beat the team, you keep moving forward. Pretty basic until you can't go any further. There are like stops like every 5 or 6 teams you fight, and then it's going to be like a heal, or I do believe there's other units you can get in to help you during this adventure mode, as well as like buffs and stuff like that. It's a pretty interesting patrol. I've only done it a couple times. You do have to kind of like not babysit it, but you do have to sit there and kind of go through it. If I have time this week, I have 5 days. I'll probably do a video on it, just on it, Nebulous Nightmare, and kind of show you guys what it is, stuff like that, and see how far I can get, because I've only gotten like a few. I haven't gone too far. Last time I did it, I was probably like around 8 mil or 9 million combat power, or account power. Now I'm at 13 something, so maybe I'll probably do that. I'll try to do a video a little bit more in depth, because it does pop up and it does rerun quite often. I would say probably like maybe twice a month Nebulous Nightmare is featured. So yeah, so look forward to that. I'll definitely do that for you guys. Storming Skyfort. If you have an alliance, or I'm sorry, if you're in a clan or a syndicate, and they have made an alliance with another syndicate, then you can partake. This one, unfortunately, I haven't. My syndicate, if you guys don't know, is waifus. I'll go over this real quick. We're it's pretty strong. Let's see if I can actually, is this it? Yeah, so if you see here, right here, bam. Pretty decent syndicate. We're probably top 3 in our server. I believe our clan leader is number 6 in the PvP, or 7, something like that. Super high rank. His account power was like in the 100 something million, so pretty crazy. But not everybody is active, more or less. I would say like 80%, maybe 90% of us are. Maybe some of them come like maybe once a week, something like that. But anyway, kind of got off topic there. But yeah, so if your syndicate is active and they have an alliance, you can partake in that. Ours isn't a part of alliance. We never joined one during that time when they were asking and stuff like that. So unfortunately, I can't partake in that. But it's up for 24 days, which is crazy. It's up for a whole month. So other than that, Shadows of Sentinels and Operation Eureka is still there, and of course your basic patrols if you have them unlocked. Next, we'll just kind of dive into the left side here in the Shadow Ops. This is up for 1 more day. So about Shadow Ops, I have gone over this a little bit before. So pretty much what you do, it's up for like 4 or 5 days, not too long. Your grand prizes here, you get to pick who you want. I picked Kabui because that's who I'm using right now. Coretta and Sphinx are no longer a part of my team. So that's who I selected. Now, if you of course, if you have the money and you're balling, you can buy packs that'll get you the $105 gives you 200 tries, and every 100 tries, is it 100? I want to say, yeah, it's 100, gets you your grand prize. So if you got the money, try it out, do it. There's blue, purple, yellow. If you land in the blue or purple, these are the items and rewards you can get. If you land in the yellow, you will get one of these unit, or you will get your grand prize unit. I've been playing for a while, probably since November-ish last year, so about a good 6-7 months, maybe 8. Was it November? About 7 months. And Shadow Ops has gone numerous times. Sometimes it's up for 5 days, sometimes it's up for just 3 days over the weekend, and I have tried to get the grand prize every single time. I've tried to like target the little weasel and like exactly try to hit the yellow, and I will tell you right now, it is random. It is just like the summons, it is random. Because if you like, what I used to do is I used to try to aim, but if you try to aim, it does not guarantee that your little ball, whatever comes out, goes in that direction. So I'm gonna see. I'll try this first one. Look at that. I try to aim straight down, as you can see, and it went all the way to the left there. That's how it is. It's random. This actually, a couple days ago, as you can see, my draws have reset. I actually did get the grand prize. I believe it was Saturday. I jumped in real quick just to do my daily stuff. You can get up to 3 tries per day. And I was just doing it. I said, you know what? I know it's random, so I'm just bam, bam, bam. And as I was spamming it, it went bam. It went directly from here down to here, and it went straight down the middle. And I was like, what? I've never seen that happen before. I've never hit yellow, and I got the grand prize, which was Kabuyi, and I was able to get a dupe and break through her and get her to a level 2 star. So, which was a crazy amount of increase of account power. Just a side note, it was like 270,000 account power, which is more because I'm farther along. As you're starting off, it doesn't seem as that much. It might be like 5 or 10,000, but because I have so many other units and there's so much other things involved in the like this, for example, the Echo Laboratory, stuff like that. There's a lot of other things that happen when you get one unit that activate and stuff like that. So that's just a little, little advice, kind of background into why I say it's so much of a increase, because I have a lot of units and there's just a lot of other factors involved. All right, so moving on, Beast Warden Star is the rewards for this week, which is good because it's 20 Gashbron tickets, which is the Elemano, which is a new UR unit this week. So we'll actually hopefully get at least the 20 extra summons there, and we'll see how that works out. Of course, use Youth's Voice, man, is over. You got a couple days to use any currency that you have left over. Of course, here, do what you want, get what you want. You got 1 day to spend it all. So that's over. Truth Seeker. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. Shipmates of all ages, this is it. So your basic same event of a new unit. Of course, here in Unsolved Mystery is the dailies, the achievements, and the standard objectives that you can get resources from. When resources are the key evidence, which gives you money. This is the evidence warehouse, is where you can save up and buy from the shop. Unravel, of course, is going to be your one part that you can buy, and kind of like a little mini battle pass, where if you get the unit multiple times, you get these extra rewards here off to the right. That's up for 15 days. Chief Culprit, this is the boss. So Scarlet is the boss for this one. This is the effect that she has. Of course, you can challenge her once per day. Further along, the more highest point damage you do, the more rewards you get. So this one is like a couple different things. As you can see here, you get identification application, which is for the Neolith. This one here is random, and then you get Gashbron tickets as well. So I've gotten a few different ones here. not bad, not a bad boss. Usually it's just one type of reward and it just keeps repeating itself. Stealth Ops, the first part of the story is here. It's open. It is the expedition type. So for this one, you're getting 1, 2, 3, right? I think so. 200 more fight from those, and then another 300 from there. So about 500 free more fight per section, per chapter. They release every 2 days, so tomorrow the next one will be open. So 5 times 3 is 1500. So if you do all 3, it's pretty much a free 10 summon that you can get. As well as in the warehouse, once you get 2000 key evidence or whatever currency is for that event, you unlock the 5 elementiums, which is 5 summons that you can buy there. Oops. All right, so that's that part. And then other than that, that's it. We're gonna dive into the draws right now and let's go over it. You know what, let's save her for last. We'll start at the bottom. Treasure hunt, if you haven't unlocked. I believe Snow White is the featured for this week, maybe last. I know it was last week. Did they change it? Has it changed? We'll find out here in a little bit. The 3 free summons, of course. I will do a video on the treasure hunt, on the treasured items, because I'm starting to get into it a little bit more. I've had some time to really look at it and what they actually do. So I know some of you may be past this, some of you may have not gotten here. It is, I think, level 70, 68, 69. I have to double check, but that's when you unlock the treasure hunt. It is another part of the section where like your elementals are and stuff like that. So it does take some time to get there. So that was one of the things I said in one of my other videos. I believe it's like the starting off or patrol. I can't remember which one, but my main advice when you're starting off within this game is just to use most of your, well, not most of your currency, but use your currency and use most of your resource to get as much stamina as possible to do the story mode and stuff like that and progress through the game, because the faster you level up, the more you unlock that you can start to do and stuff like that. I believe there's one more section I have yet to unlock, which is at level 90. One of my other excuse me, one of you great shipmates have pointed it out to me already, that at level 90 you unlock the UR equipment, which I'll probably do. Well, I'll probably have to wait till I get there. I'm only at 73 right now. But pretty much in your desperate operations, if there's 2 levels, when you reach the end of the 2nd level, which is level 90, you unlock the UR equipment, and they drop from that mission, the last one. So quick little side story. All right, so treasure hunt, these are the featured treasures for this week. Snow White, Sleeping Beauty. It does switch pretty much every week. What we got? We got one more day. So the ones that I've seen so far, it'll go from this, and the next one will be Alice in Wonderland and somebody else. And then I have seen Aladdin, which is interesting that they're using those characters. The cards have been the same. Nothing really changed. Dominica, hers is still here. That hasn't changed in a while, and I don't see it changing anytime soon. All right, Elemano, Guardian Wolf. Zeit, the Guardian Wolf. All right, so here he is. Okay. HP 33,000, attack 1,700, armor plus 800, all resistance another 800, and then all HP bonus on top of all that, another 20%. Amazing. Health, you can never go wrong with having more health. Let's see what his skills are. Lends a hand to his allies. Oh, let me get down here. In battle, if he joins while any enemies have less than 50% HP, he strikes the enemy with the lowest HP percentage and those nearby, dealing damage equal to 282% a La Mano attack. Interesting. The more HP the target has lost, the harder he hits. Oh, boosting damage by 10% for every 10% HP loss. So the longer the battle goes on, the longer you're fighting a team or whatever you're doing, the more damage he's going to do. That's pretty good. Let's just take a look at the max. 20% on top, and the 590%. I'm like, wow. Each round ignoring armor. Wow. Okay, so yeah, he just gets better as you get obviously unlock or get dupes and stuff like that. And then let's take a look at his passive. Zeit lets out a roar at the start of the battle, reducing the attack and defense of all enemies by 15% for 3 rounds. Awesome. I love that. I love when your gear, stuff like that, just breaks down the enemy slowly but surely. I mean, every 3 rounds, their attack and defense is falling 15%. And of course, there are some units that buff that up, but they say they buff it up 10, and then you take it down by 15. Now they're down by 5. It's still down. So not bad, not bad. Definitely, if you get the chance, or if you've been saving for opportunity like this, definitely go for him. Go for Zeit. We're gonna try to get him. I got 36, so hopefully another 20. So hopefully, what is this? 100. Oh, all right, 100. We'll try. We'll try. All right, arms, combat arms. Of course, Dawn is gonna be for Christie, which is the featured unit. Voice for Eton, she is the rerun, so she is there. And then of course you got your regular that you can pick from. Neolith, nothing featured right now, just your regular SSRs in the summon. We got a free summon here. What we're gonna get, fragments add up. So of course we have the daily 10 that we would get. Did I have 20 or is it just 10? I think it's just 10. Oh, it's just 10. All right, so 10, and then of course we'll go here. So you got your 10 draw, your regular. All right, so Lindell is the featured SSR this week. She's not a bad unit, growth and evolution. I did use her before the URs came out. I'm trying to remember why real quick. Oh, she was DPS, that's why I put her on. Only 3 skills for her. Physical damage, inflicts additional true damage for 20%. That's right, she was a double hitter. Up to 60% on the double on the second hit. Damage multiplier by 50%. Yeah, okay, yeah, I do remember now. Rage and reduction immunity. That really didn't help too much, but her damage multiplier did help a lot. She was able to get me past a couple of bumps that I hit, so not a bad unit, especially when she partners with her actual combat arm. She did do quite a bit of damage when I had her on the team. So if you're at that level, you're getting the SSRs and you're not exactly at the UR level, definitely get Lindell. I'd highly recommend her. She was very good. Okay, Eton is up again. She's rerun. I will add her review video in the description if you want to take a look at that. I did get her by the chance. Great unit. I believe a few of my subscribers, a few people commented that they were chasing her, so good luck to you guys. She's back again if you didn't get her the first time she's here. So on to Christie, defensive buff UR. All right, let's check her out. She is a tank. Oh man, tank. Defensive buff, attack is set 612, not bad. What's her HP at 11,000? As you guys know, Sharon is my heart-to-heart tank, my #1 tank. She's my favorite. I love her skills. So let's check out Christie and see if she can beat her. All right. Infiltrates the enemy camp for investigation, dealing physical damage equal to 113% of her attack to 1 column of enemies. Not bad. So that's two enemies that it's attacking at one time for her basic skill. 113%. Not bad. So it's about, a little over 700. Secondary, let's take a look. Fools everyone with her sparkling act, dealing physical damage equal to 173%. All right, so even more of her attack to enemies within the cross-shaped area. Okay, another cross-shaped area attack unit. She also applies act to allies with private license for 2 rounds. All right, so what is attack, or what is act? Act is increases crit rate by 20%. That's great. We love crit rate because crit rate increases our chance of doing more crit hits. All right, and then what is private license? So private license is probably something she does with her passive. So let's take a look at her ultimate here real quick. Using herself as bait uncovers the conclusive evidence in the most thrilling way. Awesome. She deals physical damage equal to 257% of her attack to enemies within the cross-shaped area. So another cross-shaped. So from my experience, it's either going to be the front three and one in the mid or in the middle row, or I'm sorry, the front three and the one in the middle of the back row, or the back three and the front and the middle row. I haven't used any units that have the cross-shaped effect. I have fought a couple of them. I can't remember off the top of my head, but one recently, in the last month, there had to be another one. I remember reading the cross-shape. Maybe I'm blurring stuff. Anyway, so that's usually what that means when it says the cross-shaped area. For each target hit, she heals all allies for an amount equal to 4% of her max HP and grants them a shield of the same amount. Wow. Wow, shipmates. Oh, man, that might be better than Sharon. I'll have to take another look and do a review. Wow, at her. For each target hit, so she's hitting 4. So she's hitting 4 targets in the cross-shaped area for her ultimate. So 4. All right, so let's break this down. Hitting 4 targets. She's healing all of your allies for an amount equal to 4% of her max HP. So 4% for each one hit. So she's hitting 4 units, so that's 16% of her max HP. And then grants everybody a 60% shield at the same time. So not only are they getting health, but now they're getting a shield of that same amount. Man, that's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty good. And of course, as you unlock her, you get her to the 3-star, 5-star. She's just adding more. 7% max HP, 10%. Wow. So it's just. Oh man, I'm on the dice here. Okay, let's take a look at her passive. Here. So as a private detective, adaptability is the most important rule in the detective's code. When Christie takes an active attack, she applies private license to herself and allies in the same column. Cool. So pretty much whoever's either in front of her or behind her in the squad, in the layout. Lasting for the entire battle. Cool. This can trigger up to 6 times per round. Wow. Private license, what does it do? It increases attack, armor, resistance, and damage reduction by 5%. Stacking up to 10 times. 10 times? 50% max? Wow. So this is really interesting. This has really got me thinking of, it's not necessarily the unit herself, but it's going to be exactly where you're going to place this unit on your team as far as the 6 spots you have, and who's going to be in that same column as her. Are you going to put your DPS, your main DPS? You're going to put your main AoE? And she's a tank, so you can put her up front. Most tanks are going to be up front because they have the high health and the high defense stats to take all the damage. That is really interesting because you can change it up a little bit. For me, if I were to add her into my squad, I think I would. I'm thinking. So probably what I would really do, is put her next. Okay, I would probably put her on next to Sharon in the top right corner of the layout and have Ziz behind her. And then my Ziz is going to be my main attacker, my main DPS queen. And then I would just have her get these stacks on top of her the whole time. And then I would probably just buff up Christie even more and just give her like crazy amounts of HP. Her gear would all be HP related instead of attack, just so that she can just stay alive as long as possible while giving everybody else shields and all these buffs. Because I mean this passive here, 6 times per round, but it could stack up to 10. That's a lot. I mean, that's 50%. If Ziz is doing right now for me 3 million damage, 50% more, She's doing 5 to 6 now. This is interesting. This is interesting, shipmates. This is something to drop the anchor, take a look at, pull out the periscope. All right. Yeah, I'm digging this unit. All right, let's check out our links. Oh, of course, I have no links. Wow. All right, so okay, we'll go over this real quick because I'm getting close to. I don't like to go too long. I mentioned before. I know it's really difficult to get every new unit featured, stuff like that, because it does take like a lot of time. It does take, even for me, where I do this pretty much every day, daily stuff, doing the stories, doing that, all the little extra stuff. I'm kind of farther along in the game, and I'm participating in patrols, stuff like that, and the ones that are more extra that give you kind of better rewards and more fight and stuff like that. Even with all that, it is a bit of a struggle, especially when it comes to my free-to-play players, to get these units every week when they drop. Granted, last week was a bit of a break. We didn't really have anybody new featured, and then Scarlet just had a long run. But if you watch the video, I didn't get Scarlet. I actually went for Hawthorne because she was featured, and I missed her the first time because kind of the same thing. So this is what I'm kind of saying, is that if you have the chance and if you're playing that much and you can get the unit, go for it. But I'm just giving a warning that this does happen quite often. As you can see here, it's happened to me right now, where I didn't go for Charlotte because I reviewed her. She didn't fit in the squad. I didn't really need her. I didn't need her. I didn't need a summon for her. I skipped it. And now for this unit, Christie, kind of head over heels because she's doing such great skills. But now I need Scarlet to increase her HP, because that's the main focus of tanks, increasing HP by 18%. Lyra, I never got. It's going to be hard to get that, but her armor increased by 18%. I have Rahina. I do have her. I did get her, but Nox, I never got. She's also somebody that was featured a few months ago pretty frequently, and I never went after because I didn't need her. And last, okay, I have Speak, so resistance is increased by 18%. But I mean, resistance, everybody wants the HP and attack. So, pretty difficult on my part. Man, I would have to. She's not even featured right now. She's over. She's done. I mean, I will say there's gonna be a rerun of her. I mean, Eton's back. Excuse me, Hawthorne's back. Those are pretty popular units, so I'm not too worried. I don't use Eton. I don't use Lendell. So, I mean, at this point, Christie is going to be the best. Oh, wow. So I do actually have some space here. You know what? All right, let's do this quick, gents. What do I need to get these? Oh, you know what? I got it. I got it right here. Not here. Bam. All right, so we got those. Let's do this real quick. All right, let's see. Oh man, it'd be great if we could get her right here, right now. I mean, I'm pretty close to the pity, but the pity is 50-50 for those who don't know. Oh, of course. Wow. All right, shipmates. 3 struck out. Oh, that hurts big time. I don't even have enough. I can do 40 summons. I don't have enough to get. Wow. Well, all right, you know what? Well, let's see if we can end on a good note. Wow, this one's even. All right, come on. Now, I will say for this one, it does not have a UR color. I don't know if you guys remember last time when I got the white dragon, it didn't it popped up gold, and I ended up getting the white dragon, which is a UR unit. Okay, we're at 6. Let's go back. Let's check out. Oh, yes, we know. Did I get enough? 305. Yes, we did. And that's how I use. That's how I play this. Do that. Check on that. 230. We got another 20 summons. Practically, excuse me, 30. I don't want to look at you, Christie. Get out of here. All right. I mean, 100's a lot. I might be able to. How long is he? 5 days. Man, it's on my mind. Christie's still on my mind. I'm back and forth. I mean, should I not? I don't even know. Wow. All right. I guess today is not the day. That's all right. We're at the 67 pity. All right. I'm gonna save up some more, gents, shipmates, ladies. 2 really great features this week. You are Christie, defensive buff, a great tank. If you have the chance, go for it. I highly suggest it. And of course, we have the UR Zeit Elamano, which is great. He's adding HP. He goes perfect with Christie. This is insane. I can't believe this is going on right now, and I'm losing out. Anyway, that's it, guys. I appreciate everybody watching, everything like that. I'm gonna try to get more videos up. I want to try to go over the patrol stuff like that. I am pretty much playing like 3 or 4 different games right now on mobile. So I'll try to post some updates about those if you've been following me, if you're subscribed. Also, I would say within a week or 2, I'm going to be jumping on Twitch. So if you guys like what I'm doing here, I'm going to be on Twitch, Call of Duty. It's going to be this, me and my brother, we're going to do kind of a dual thing, do some duos on the Warzone, see what happens. We're decent, we're funny, we'll try it out. It's going to be called Two Theos. I'll put up my Twitch handle here soon. Once I get like some final touches on it, stuff like that. We're doing some dry runs just to making sure everything works, stuff like that. I don't want to pop up and then get all crazy. Anyway, that's it, shipmates. I appreciate you watching. Like and comment. Don't forget to subscribe for more stuff. I do 2 to 3 videos weekly, which right now might be even 2 to 4 or 3 to 4, because I am getting pretty regular with these videos and stuff like that. So that's all I got this week. Stay blessed, stay good, stay strong, safe. Oh, excuse me. Fair winds and following seas. Stay safe. See you.